Sandra Knight, when she's not busy as Phantom Lady fighting crime and subversion, is as normal a girl as you would want to see. She was capable, as her boyfriend Don Borden found out, of being extremely jealous. So when one of Don's old flames sent him an invitation to a weekend party, things began to pop, but fast. And as usual, when the going is rough, Phantom Lady went into swirling action to solve the mystery of the new version of the old shell game. Don gets an invitation and Sandra is not pleased.
It's from Mimi Leeds. Wants me to come to her house for the weekend. You remember Mimi, don't you?
I do indeed. She wanted to marry you once, as I remember. Let me see that, Don Borden. Well, if you're going to go, it's on one condition. That I go with you. I'm sure Mimi won't mind. Much.
Huh. But Sandra, you weren't invited.
So Don takes Sandra to the house party. And after a cold reception by the hostess, the large party finally settles down for the night. But shortly after midnight,
My pearls! Gone! Help! Police!
in one of the guest bedrooms,
Horace! Do something! My precious pearls have been stolen! I woke up just in time to see someone run out of the room! Well, don't just lie there!
What can I do, my dear? Better call the police at once, but do calm down, pet.
My goodness! Where am I? Oh, Mimi's. But that scream. Or am I just dreaming? It sounded so close. And so real. Though, I'd better get up.
meantime, Sandra, awakened by the scream, sees something strange.
That is funny. That splashed just then, as if something had been thrown into the pool. Well, better go see what the excitement is all about.
She meets Don in the hall.
What is it, Dawn? Who screamed? What happened?
Somebody stole old Miss Purdy's jewels. The cops are here already. Must have been patrolling close by. Come on, we may as well join the others. Who can sleep in this excitement?
But Sandra remains out of the hubbub, busy with her own thoughts.
I wonder, that splash in the pool? There could be a connection. But what? How?
Of all the nerve! This is an outrage!
It certainly is. I'm going to...
Please don't everybody talk at once.
Swiftly, Sandra regains her room and changes into Phantom Lady.
I've got a hunch, and I'm going to play it. Hope my black ray is in working order. And now to have a look at the roof, just over this room.
Moments later,
If something was thrown into the pool, it must have been from up here. The location and angle are just right. But why would anybody steal pearls and then throw them into a swimming pool?
as she had suspected, Phantom Lady finds certain odd traces on the roof.
Footprints. All right. Fresh, too. The sun softened the tar today, and the prints show plainly. But they're the prints of high-heeled shoes. A woman.
Suddenly there is a shot, and a bullet winds dangerously near Phantom Lady.
Uh-oh. Somebody's shooting at me. My hunch was right, and I'm getting too close for comfort. The crook's comfort.
Phantom Lady sees a shadowy figure and goes in hot pursuit.
There, just ducking down the stairs. Must be the one who shot at me. But I can't make them out. Can't tell if it's a man or a woman.
But down in the corridor,
Not a sign of anyone here. Whoever it was sure moved fast. But that door, opening. Well, I'm not anxious, but at least I'm ready. Let's go, my mysterious friend. Show yourself.
Dear me, can't a person get any sleep around here? Whatever is happening now? I'm certainly going to tell Mimi what I think of her hospitality.
Duchess, I usually have a controlled disposition, but so help me, you're making me good and mad. Sorry, Duchess, but someone just tried to kill me. Very boring, isn't it? Considering it was me, not you, old girl. So long, Duchess. See you later. Sorry I can't stay and have tea.
Well, of all the nerve, talking to nobility like that, I knew I should have stayed in England where the lower classes know their place.
The police find nothing, and the next day,
I think I'll go down and have a look at the bottom of the pool. Come on, Don. Don't be a lazy bones.
Not me, Sandra. I've been in already. Now I just want to absorb some of this sun. This is one day I want to enjoy some peace and quiet.
Well, Mimi sure does things in a big way. Real sand and seashells in her pool? Must be hundreds of shells, but I don't see any sign of a pearl necklace. Look, Don! Real shells! Cute, huh? I guess your old flame likes things to be authentic, even to a real duchess.
Now, Sandra, lay off Mimi. What's wrong with shells in the pool? And if Mimi likes foreign nobility, that's her business. I've never known you to act so flip. I'm really surprised at you.
but now Sandra has business of her own. That afternoon, in a neighboring city,
I'll take this one. I think. They certainly look like real diamonds, don't they? Jewelry these days is amazing. This could deceive anyone, I think.
Yes, miss. You can fool your friends with that paste imitation. That will be $10, please.
and soon, in the privacy of her room, Sandra muses over her plot.
Let us hope my little investment will pay off in the right return. It doesn't take much to turn a thief's head. Just a little sparkle seems to set them to work plotting. Rather pretty, even though they're too gaudy for my taste. Now we shall see what happens. And I must keep alerted so that nothing drastic happens to my neck because of this $10 junk. Well, tonight should tell a tale.
And that night at dinner,
I think you're crazy, Sandra, wearing that necklace after what happened last night. Where did you get it anyhow?
Just a little present from my dad for my birthday. I've been waiting for a chance to show it off. You might pay me a compliment on it instead of being so dreary.
Mimi, the hostess, is not impressed.
Poor Dawn. Really, to be engaged to a creature like that? She wants to show off, I suppose, how utterly vulgar some women can be.
Huh? Oh, yes, of course. Nice diamonds, though.
But the Duchess of Heath, boring, is very interested.
They're elegant, my dear, simply elegant. And I do so admire your courage wearing them after that dreadful episode of last evening.
Thanks, Duchess, but it's really nothing. They're all fooled, think they're real diamonds. Now, if the crook only takes the bait.
But the thief, whoever it is, does not fall for Phantom Lady's little trick. And long after midnight, she hears a strange sound, and glancing out of the window, she peers through the night shadows, trying to make out the scene below.
If the moon would only come out from behind that cloud. Ah, it's moving. Why? There's someone in the pool. Now who goes in for midnight dips around here? And why? A man. Now I'm getting somewhere. He's got something clutched in his hand. Wonder what? And he's certainly trying not to be seen, nor heard. But I'm going to spoil that. Besides, I think I'm starting to understand a lot. So that's it. Clever of him, too. This is one time that Phantom Lady was almost outthought. But now, just a minute, you!
The gleam in the Prowler's eyes is enough to remind Phantom Lady she's not playing any parlor game, and danger is supreme.
I'm beginning to get the drift, and I'm going to get the crook. Simple me. I should have guessed it from the very start.
Huh? Huh?
Your game is up, Buster. And you might have gotten away with it if I hadn't happened to see you throw that shell into the pool that night of the robbery.
Huh?
Just as I thought. You put the necklace into a marked shell and threw it in the pool. You could always find it again. I could have too, but I thought I'd wait and let you do the work.
Huh?
It's a funny thing about you characters who try to outwit the law. You never seem to learn, even watching others' mistakes. And every time you're outwitting your own foolish selves. What's so smart about that?
But as the guests congregate on the scene, Phantom Lady has to vanish.
There's your crook, folks. And be sure and look in the bedroom of the Duchess. You'll get a big surprise. It's an old story. Crime still doesn't pay, and it never will.
The Duchess? Her bedroom? What does the Phantom Lady mean by that, I wonder?
Have no idea, my dear. What a striking girl, eh? And fearless, too. A terrific personality.
Phantom Lady, wait! We want to meet you, and thank you. No doubt there's a reward. She's gone, elusive as a will-o'-the-wisp. What a girl, and a beauty too.
Later, when the cops arrive again, they find out.
You see? The Duchess was really Duchess Jim Gar, a notorious gem thief. He fooled everyone.
Except the Phantom Lady, he sure didn't fool her. Gee, I'd like to talk to her sometime.
You never can tell, darling. You might just do that someday. If only he knew that I'm Phantom Lady.